What's going on, guys? Aarava here, and welcome back to another episode of my Motorsport Manager Career Mode. We're back with another episode of the WEC Career Mode. We've got event number 6 coming up at the Milan Grand Prix, the Italian Grand Prix. It's actually some way away. We're 11th August, and it's in 30 days, so there appears to be a kind of like mini, almost summer break in this career mode at the moment. So, plenty of time to get stuff done on the car. We've actually got 1 week only till our factory is upgraded to level 2, so that's huge for us to unlock staff, to improve the car, to continue improving reliability and the performance. That is a huge thing, and it's actually come faster than I thought it would be, because we obviously spent that money at the very start, first episode of this career mode, and it's already come in a flash, so that's going to be awesome to see. You can see also I've already got a new engine on the build, so at the moment our engine's actually pretty good for where the car was in general. We're climbing up the order. With this further upgrade, I'm hoping we can get this engine bar to the bog standard average on the grid. And that will be a good thing for us. And obviously, as the HQ gets upgraded, we can get more than just the kind of peasant kind of 2 slots apiece. Because this is, I saw a few comments like, why aren't I upgrading the car too much at the moment? There's just no point for me, personally. I don't see why I should at the moment, because I don't have the slots to improve it. There's just not much I can do when you're bottlenecked by 2 slots for performance and reliability. So it was more use kind of waiting for this factory to get done. And since it's going to get done in the next week, I went ahead and did that engine upgrade. So that means the factory will get done in a week's time, 13 days time as well, 13 days before the race, I should say. The engine will get done, and then we can actually, you know, improve it to a sufficient amount for it to actually be worthwhile. Then we can look at some more parts as well. At the same time, we do have to think about money, a little bit, you know, iffy on it in terms of how much we have left to spend on the actual car. At the same time, I also do want to save enough for next year, because I'm not too sure what the prize money is going to be like in this career mode for going on to the next year. So yeah, just kind of a fine balancing at the moment, but you know, the results are still coming through, so we're not in a kind of disastrous place really. So yeah, we'll just continue like we are really. We're just going to move on now. I don't think there's much else to do apart from waiting for this upgrade. Right, here we go. Upgraded factory. So HQ, we've now got new buildings that are available because of the upgraded HQ. So now we've got things like the telemetry center. You've got all these different facilities that weren't unlocked previously, but now we've got the HQ. It is there. And so now when we go to improve parts, we've unlocked those 2 extra slots. So now we're pretty much at where we were at the default setting we were on when we started the Archer career mode, because we had 4, and remember I upgraded the HQ to get 6 later on in the career mode. So we're basically just back at where we were for the default. But you can see now I can just add more stuff, and also if I just keep these 2 as it is, this will get done faster. So that's what I'm actually going to do. I'm going to add on maybe a few little things. Suspension, worth it to add on there. And then what should I do? Brakes. Brakes have some way to go as well in terms of improvability. You can see gearbox, actually not that much to improve on gearbox, so let's not even bother. Let's improve the brakes there. So those 4, it'll get done 13 days after the race, so not too fast progress. But the great thing is, the way, you know, World Endurance is set up, I don't actually need to work that much on reliability. Reliability is all well and good in this championship, so I'm not even gonna, you know, I'll put it on, I don't know, I'll put on 1 set of brakes. I'll put on one, put this that spoiler on, but there's no point. It wouldn't even matter too much. Don't need to worry about reliability, so that's all good. That's all good. So we'll continue on. You can see now the engine's going to get made. There's also a vote. Oh, choosing a vote. Okay, so this is one of those things that we did last season. I'm not going to bother. I don't have the money to spend. I don't have 1 million to spend on the rule changes, so I'm just going to reject this offer. Don't want to waste 1 million right now. It's like what I said back in Archer. I'll only ever do that, you know, choose a vote when I actually have the money to use. So we're going to move on to this engine upgrade that's going to come in, and then we can get straight on improving that. So you can see that's the new part. So before I go to the designing any new part, I'm going to go back to this page. I'm going to remove this engine now, because I need to work solely on this engine now. I'm going to remove everything, actually, and work solely on this engine and get it as high as I can 6 days before the race. So that's a really rapid improvement over the course of this little summer break, and that's what I need to really just get a huge hit on the engine improvement. The next thing I want to work on is probably, I would say, gearbox, suspension. Those look very down on the average. Let's see generally over the course of the season. Gearbox comes in as useful. Suspension crucial. Suspension crucial. Gearbox crucial. So 2 suspensions to 1 acceleration for crucial. I'm not going to count usefulness. Acceleration crucial, so it's 2-2 wrapped up. Suspension 3-2, 4-2, 5-2. Yeah, 5-2. 5-2 is crucial. So I'm going to work on suspension. That settles it. Going to work on suspension next. So new suspension part. We've got one iteration done. So what do I want to do? Max 25 and then max 40. Is that going to be huge? That's going to be a huge bump up there. That's also going to take a lot. Actually, 1 day before the race. That's not too bad. And that's a huge. Let me just check if that's the maximum I could get. Yep, that is indeed the maximum performance I get. 330 for the suspension part. You can see the difference from our base. Going to go ahead and get that. So that's going to be 1 day before the race. Then we'll just improve on that. But I think that may start to close on to the last bit of spending we do in this car, really. And we're just going to focus then on just maximizing every single part we've got in our roster then. Because obviously, I need to pay the drivers, I need to pay the staff, and finances are tight as it is. Also, the budget I've set to high stakes, so there's a lot of money coming out of this team every race. Right, we've got one of our guys just had a great new idea about the brakes. I won't bore you with the details, but if we were to re-engineer electronics, we might find some seriously good performance. Plus 13 performance, transaction minus, but that's going to be quite a bump up straight away on the brakes. I mean, let's look at what our brakes are right now. Brakes are 3, 6, 8, and we're not even improving them at the moment. Obviously, I took them off, so cost a little bit, but there's not that much actually for quite a sizable increase. So let's go for it. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. So if I now go on car, is that an immediate bump up? Yes, it is. 368 to 398. Awesome. So that's kind of a little kind of cheat basically there. In light of this is going to get done very soon actually. The performance work is going to get done in 1 day's time. So I'm going to now add this one set of brakes on. I'm going to add this one spoiler back on, and I'm going to add this gearbox back on. So now that we're coming right towards the end of this engine improvement, I'll add those all on. Right, new suspension has been built, so we've got this new part here. It's actually going to be worse than the current best part we have at the moment, but obviously you can see the max performance is 330. So I'm going to remove this suspension, add this new one on. So we're going to focus on this fourth one that we've got for the rest of the season long. Spoiler-wise, we're focusing on this one. That will actually max out pretty quickly, I would say. Gearbox, same thing, really going to max out quite quick. But I think that may be almost the end of any spending we do now on the car. We've got 5 races left in this season. We've now got parts made for every category apart from gearbox. But, you know, gearbox, it hasn't really affected us too much, I don't think. I don't think it's been a bottleneck for us. And big things like the engine, brakes, and the suspension, which come out a lot for being crucial. We've got new parts on that we can accelerate to the max. I mean, we've already accelerated the engine to the max, actually. I can't actually use this engine yet because I haven't been focusing on reliability. But the thing is, we've been using these 2 other engines so far. They've been good. So I'm basically treat this one engine and stuff like this suspension part like they've got imaginary risky parts. I'm making them for next season, not necessarily for me to use them right now, if you get what I mean. Like, these 2 engines that we've already got, although they're very inferior now, this 4th engine, they're doing okay, they're doing enough, and I just don't want to focus on reliability when we don't need to. So, I'm going to continue focusing on that. I may as well remove these 2 gearbox. I may as well remove all these, actually, and just add this one engine on, see how that goes. Like, maybe go 19.1, yeah, just a tiny bit there, but, you know, as I said, just going to focus on going for the next season now, a little bit long term. Also, just using the parts we've got, we can do well. So onwards to Milan, 5th or above again, I feel like would be the target. We're going to lose 2 million, but, you know, 2 million, 5 races, we're going to lose 10 million roughly. Still going to have some money in the bank once the season's over and done with, so that's all good. As long as we balance the books, that's all good. So, in terms of what we're going for qualifying, I imagine, yeah, Taiwo's very low, so I'm going to go for 5, 4, 2, let's go for 5-4-2. 5-5-2. Yeah, I don't think we're going to use the hard tyres very much, I don't think. So only 2 sets of hards. Even if we do end up using the hard tyres, we're only going to use 1 set in the race. So let's go for that. In terms of what we're going to fit, I think all the parts that we've got fitted on, the ones we're going to use right now. Yep, they're pretty much all correct there. Yeah, that's all fine. Right, onwards to practice. Going to be all clear for the entire race weekend, apparently. We'll see if that holds true, though. Right, 1.5 minutes to go, and we have got a lot of work done here in practice. We've got level 3 race trim, level 3 mediums. We're going to tick over to level 2 soft tyres. We've already got qualifying trim level 2. Because it's such a long session, such a short lap time of 1:18, 1:17 seconds, absolutely awesome amount of knowledge we're able to gather in this session. Probably for everyone else as well, but a lot of people on hards this entire session, so I'm guessing they've all gone for knowledge on the hard tyres, whereas I've completely ignored the hard tyres. I think we're going to be running this entire race on soft and mediums because the tyre weight is so low. And if that's not the case, if a lot of people are going to hards, then that means for once in this WEC career mode, I'm going to be the one maybe doing more stops than everyone else, because I think it's worth to be on the soft and mediums this race long because the tyre weight is just so low. And it looks like we've got some pretty decent performance down the straights. Jensen coming in 4th. And look how close that is. The top 4 separated by less than 100th of a second. It's so close there up at the top that I think we need to go for performance on our stints rather than longevity. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This is all looking rather up. I mean, we've not had this much knowledge ever from a practice session before. So, yeah, I mean, obviously it has a big part to do with the whole shorter lap time, 18 minutes in practice. But, yeah, absolutely awesome. And actually, look at this. For Jensen now, we've got this mechanic component now. Engine expert, higher engine modes, no longer in pack condition. I mean, I may use that, actually. I may actually end up using that. I'm not too sure. That's a tricky one. That's actually a really tricky one. It's a shame that it's only come now, because that would come in handy. And I've remembered back to like previous episodes where Mclaren has always, no matter how good the engine reliability has been previously, it's always been an issue sometimes towards the end of the Grand Prix. I don't know. But for qualifying, for sure, we can use, thankfully, level 2 soft tire, level 2 qualifying trim for the first time, I want to say ever. I don't think I've ever had that good knowledge going to qualifying, I think. And setup-wise, we're good. 95% for Jensen. Obviously, we've got 4 sets of softs to potentially use. We'll probably only use 2 or 3. And then for Boutin, we've got 96%. So, yeah, let's try and do the best we can. I would say let's go for that 5th or above, but I'm not even thinking about that. I'm just thinking about how high we can go to try and get all those points in the race then. Because obviously, the higher we go in qualifying, the better we'll do. The better we'll do in the race, obviously. Right, Jensen's on a lap. I had him on auto for the computer. We're going to send out Boutin right now. I'm going to do hers manually here and just let Jensen do his lap time out. So we'll see. I think we may get 3 runs in. I may try and get Jensen 3 runs in. I'm not too sure. Obviously, I want to wait for the track grip to go up, but also just going out there, maybe setting some lap times will be good as well. But, okay, it's going to be tricky. Oh, nice. Good and perfect. Nice. Right, what has Jensen got? Only 11th. I think Jensen made a mistake because his team radio said censored, so I think he was quite annoyed with himself on the radio. So, not a great lap for Jensen. For Boutin, what's her lap going to be? At the moment, 0.6 down. So, unfortunately, quite some away from where we were in practice compared to the pace, but we'll see. Cross the line. It's going to be last place. Wow. Wow, okay, maybe Jensen's lap was pretty damn good. I'm not too sure. Track grip's going up and up and up, so I'm not going to do another lap. I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait and send Jensen out much later in the session when track grip's fully up, and basically hope that Jensen can pull something out for getting us higher than 11th. I mean, 11th's not that bad, to be fair. We've had some great races to 2nd place from 11th in the last few, so it wouldn't be appalling, but yeah, you know, you want a little bit better, especially for Boutin. I want better than 20th. That would be quite a nightmare. But I think I may send her out right now. May as well get her out there when there's a bit of a clean track up ahead of us. So I'm going to go auto for her. So we'll go auto. And the reason for that is I want to concentrate on Jensen and just see when I want to get him out and send him out just at the right time, I would say. So there's a whole gaggle of cars going out now. Track grip's going up and up and up. We need 1 minute 20. So I think this is the time now. There's a bit of a gap here. So let's send him out now. There's this gap just behind this car. This little gap I want to get him into potentially. So let's go out. Or even ahead of that car. We're ahead of that car actually, just about. So yeah, there's Boutin. If she can get out of the way, that'd be great. Well, I mean, she's going to come in anyway, so that's fine. But what was her lap time? Oh, she's still on last. Wow. Right, that's a little bit unfortunate then. Boutin's going to be in last place, it looks like. And we're going to be, just on the boundary of overheated there for Jensen. Damn it. Right, let's see what we can do anyway. Here goes. Here goes Jensen. All eyes on you, mate. 0.4 down in the first sector, so that'll take us around 7th place, that would be. Boutin does get out of the way, thankfully. So we're around here right now. It's 0.5, so just a tiny bit of improvement really on our lap. We go across the line, and it is not an improvement. I mean, it may have been time-wise, but not enough to see us past 11th place. So it's going to be 11th and 18th on the grid only. Unfortunate. Looks like practice was a bit of a lie to us, really, with everyone running hard tyres. But 11th's not bad. We came from 10th to 2nd in one of those races previously, so not the end of the world, not the end of the world. And as always, it's all about the race. Right, race time. I'm going to go for medium and race trim. I'm not going to use that. As much as I'd want to, I think giving up level 3 on mediums is quite a lot to ask, because that's a level 3, that's only a level 1. And the same will be for Boutine. I don't think there's going to be any rain, so it should be a straightforward race. And really, it's just about going as long as we can. And I think we may be playing a bit of a long game. How long do these tyres go? 14 laps. So that's almost half the Grand Prix. That's almost half Grand Prix. But if I play a bit more aggressive on mediums at the start of the race, then go on softs maybe for the last 12 laps of the Grand Prix, we could do that. That could be a good way to go. So I'm going to go for that. Fuel-wise, I'll leave the fuel at stats 18 laps. Let's leave it at 21. Full tank of fuel there. Full tank of fuel. Boutine, she's in 18th place. So should I play this differently? Should I play this differently? Let's go on mediums. But I think maybe like last few races, we may go to hards. And maybe, just, you know, in that case, should we go softs and then hards? Softs will... See, if we go softs then hards, should I then change the perks we're going to use? Should I use level 2 soft tyres here? You know, why don't I switch this up? Okay, I'm going to try something different here. I'm going to switch this up a little bit. Let's start on the soft tyres for Boutine. We'll only go like 11 laps and then go to the end of the Grand Prix on hard tyres. Try that, see how that goes. So in light of that, I'm only going to fill up for 14 laps of fuel. So we're going very, very small in the fuel compared to Jensen. I'm curious to see how this works out for both of them. Right, we're going to go pushing and overtake mode as per. And that's going to be all good. Right, start the race. Let's go. We got a lot of soft runners, centers on mediums. There's quite a few people on mediums. Got quite a few people on hard. Jesus, a lot of people on hards. A lot of people on hards at the start of this Grand Prix. So they're going longer. So they may hold us up in some traffic maybe later on. So we'll have to see how that goes. But Boutine's going to be the odd one out at the back on soft tyres. But here we go to 5 red lights to the Italian Grand Prix from 11th and 18th on the grid. 5 red lights are out. And it's a great start there from Jensen. Awesome stuff. Up into 10th place already. Let's speed this thing up, shall we? And just kind of let the race obviously kind of levels out after that first opening lap. But at the moment, Jensen back down to 11th. So lost a place to Beck, I think that is. I don't know. But he's back into 10th anyway. Boutine's up into 16th place. So she's going well versus the hard tyre runners at the back. Jensen now up into 9th place. So very decent start there. Very, very decent start. Going to continue like that. I'll go down to high on the fuel, but I'll go pushing and high for Jensen. And for Boutine, we'll keep it on overtake mode, keep it on pushing, and then we'll go to medium, neutral when it's about halfway through the tyre temps, and then we'll go like that. She's up into 10th, so that's the soft tyres coming into play quite a bit there. So you know what? I'm going to say Jensen, allow Boutine through if she comes through, because she's on the faster tyre. She needs to get going here. Jensen, I don't want Jensen holding her up, you know, if it's a completely different strategy there. So now I'll go back to racing. So if Jensen does have the pace eventually to overtake her, I'll let him overtake. But Boutine the other way around, I'll let Boutine overtake. Because look at that, Boutine now is up into 8th place. She's doing wonders. Absolute bits on the soft tyres. Look at that. Very, very good. Very, very good. Right, going to go neutral now, as I said, because we're about halfway down on that tyre temp scale. Well, at the moment, Jensen's in 9th place. He's not attacking because I want to try and get the tyre temps up. I am going to use a bit of the power boost. I may use some for Boutine as well because she's behind some cars. But I'm definitely going to try and use this. We go on towards, after the chicane, I'll use it. So right after here, bit of power here. Try and get past 8th place if we can. It's going to be close. We go around the outside and we will be past centre, that will be. And we're up into 8th place now. So we are the best of the medium tyre runners. And so now I'm going to go down back to neutral. This is exactly where we want to be. Best of the neutral, best of the medium runners. That's where it's going to be best for us to then go on into this Grand Prix and try and control our own race here. From what will be effectively the front once people make their pit stops. Boutine's up the orders. One person's pit from soft, so they can hack it. I think probably got maybe 2 more laps left in these soft tyres. We're going really well now at the moment. Going really well. Pace is very good. Let's use some charge here. Into the chicane. Use some more charge, can we? Come on, let's get past. There we go. Up into 4th. Very, very nice pace at the moment. Let's really push it now. Let's push it. Let's gun it. More boost. Really used a lot of boost there because I'm going to pit in this lap now. Go on hard tyres. That's going to be 16 laps left of the race. Technically, mediums could get there, but looking at Jensen, medium tyres aren't performing very well. They're going quite off. They're raining quite a lot. So I'm going to go hards. Actually, you know what? I'm second guessing myself now because if the mediums have performed that badly for Jensen, they really haven't worked as well as I thought. And you can see around here, all these people are hard tyre runners, and they're so slow, and they have much better cars than us. So I'm thinking the hards and mediums are just dog crap around this circuit, and we just need to go on softs the entire time. So in that case, do we make a two-stop? Do we make a two-stop? I've got a little bit of time to think about it, so let's cancel this. Let's pause. Right. Davidson's just pit. He's pit onto a brand spanking new of soft tyres. He was on softs already. So Davidson's making a two-stop. We know that. So let's do the two-stop with Boutine. Let's match. Let's match. Let's go toe-to-toe. And let's match Davidson on soft tyres. Let's do it. We've got the perk with her for soft tyres. May as well. So the only problem is we don't have any fresh softs to go for that third stint. That's the only thing. We're going to have to use a worn set potentially. Or mediums and then just push the life out of them. Yeah, let's match him. Let's match him. I think that's going to be the way to go. Matching him. Toe to toe. So let's go for 10.4 of fuel. A little bit under fueling here. Recharge the battery. Yes. 25%. I'll add 25%. Go for the fast pit stop. Let's go for that. Right, so we're going to push in this lap. Jensen, meanwhile, is going to continue as he is for at least 1 or 2 more laps, I would say. Right, pit stop here. Please, no mistakes. Please, no mistakes. No mistake there. Awesome stuff. She's out. How's her engine? 71%. So the engine's actually pretty okay there. So let's just continue on like this. Pushing and overtake mode for a little bit. And then, actually, you know what? Let's just neutral. Neutral. It's already up to temperature. Let's go neutral and high. And keep it like that. Keep it like that. Right, I've really pushed Jensen now on this in lap. He's gained a second in that first sector because I used a lot of charge. I'm going to pit in this lap. So mediums only went 13 laps. I say only 13. That's actually the maximum. So we could go 1 set of mediums and that'll go to the end of the race. That'll be literally perfect on edge. I think that's what we have to do. I can't force Jensen to do a 2-stop because it doesn't make sense now. So actually, that's not too bad. For me personally, it looked worse than it is. Jensen didn't feel like it didn't seem like he had much pace in that first stint. But I guess, you know, we're playing the long game. So how much fuel? How's the engine looking? 54%. So I wanna underfuel him then. That means so it basically forces me out of my hand of using higher fuel mixtures because I can't afford to, because otherwise his engine's going to go pop. So let's fuel up for 13.37. Yeah, right. Park conditions fine. We'll do a recharge on that. Pit strategy fast. Right. Come in this lap, Jensen. Come in this lap. Going to use a bit of charge off the chicane to help us into the pits as well. Bit of charge here. There we go. Going to save the rest and then add on to that in the pit stop phases. But Boutine at the moment in 12th place. We've got Jensen with a pit stop. Mistake on the tyres. There was a mistake. Oh, no, refuel, sorry. There was a mistake on the refuel. Thankfully, we got no recharge penalty, so that's fine. So now Jensen, if we push and go on overtake mode for now, he's up into 13th place. He's got a lot of cars to overtake. Jesus Christ. How many cars is this to overtake? Right, we're going to use some charge here then after the chicane to try and get past all these cars if we can. On the back straight. Is he going to gain enough? No. 10th place, use some charge as well. We're going to use some charge. Catch up. Just a little bit. There's Boutine just up the road, actually. Oh, down the inside. Come on, Jensen. Yes, Jensen. Lovely overtake, mate. Lovely overtake. That is what we need. That is what we need. Back down to neutral. Let's go. Let's keep it overtake neutral, though. But awesome stuff, Jensen. Awesome stuff. Around the outside, potentially, maybe. Go on. Go on, son. Down the inside. Lovely work. Lovely work. And you're up ahead. Boutine's also making some passes. Let's slow this down. Let's appreciate this. At the moment, 6th and 8th. Absolutely awesome pace there from Jensen Button. Great stuff there. Oh, we get squeezed off the circuit a little bit around the outside. What beautiful stuff there from Jensen. Mate, lovely stuff. Let's use some charge. Let's overtake Boutine down the straight then. Goes down the inside potentially. Don't know. Boutine. Oh, here comes 7th. Look at this. Absolutely awesome. I know this looks like slow-mo because at the speed we're going, but this is absolutely awesome to actually watch. For the first time in a while, I'm actually just slowing this down just to watch the racing. Oh my god, round the outside. Lovely! Look at it! Oh, up down the inside, up into 5th. 4th and 5th. Look at it. It's glorious. It's glorious. Who would have thought I'd get this excited over what is essentially pixels driving around, not even me driving around. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Right, let's pause this. I want to soak this in and kind of work out what we're doing now. So, Davidson is the only one on softs with me, so I may have just been bluffed into a really poor strategy with Davidson. But Button in 5th. Right, he's not got excess fuel now, so let's go down to high. Engine's looking pretty worn, so let's go medium, actually. How many laps we got left? We've got 7 laps left. No, we've got 6 plus 6. We've got 10 laps left. So, yes, I do need to go medium. So, I need to go medium. That's good. That's good. That's a good thing because it just means I'm not forced to wear out the engine. For Boutin, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Do I push in hard? I think I push in hard the next couple of laps. And I really go for it and gun it. We've got 100% charge, actually. So, let's use power boost down this straight. And let's go for it. Use a lot of charge down this entire back straight. Go back to saving. Go attack mode. Charge again. Gonna really push in. Really use these tyres because we need to get a move on now. We're gonna make this extra pit stop count. Right, we're up into down the inside. Fast up the Grand Prix for Boutin up into 2nd place. So we've got some lightning speed at the moment. That's because we need it. Because we are going to come in, I think, this lap. We're going to pit in this lap and go for a very nice aggressive strategy on soft tyres. Only have to go 7 laps here. We've gone estimated 2 to 4 left in that. So we've got 9. Yeah, so it's pretty much perfect then. So this set of worn tyres, fuel-wise, we'll go, what's the park condition? 45%. So we'll go 17.19, recharge once. Fast. You know what? Let's risk it. Should we risk it and go for... Nah, I don't want to overcharge it. Let's go for a low risk charge. Right, once again, low risk charge there. But she's pushing in. She's catching up to 1st, actually. Jensen's in 5th, just sitting here nicely on mediums. He needs to probably overtake Kubica, though, because I think Kubica's racing us. So let's try and overtake, if we can, down this back straight. Right, no mistake for Boutin, so that's good. She's down in 15th place now, but crucially, fresh tyres. Well, not complete fresh tyres, but you know what I mean. Fresh fuel, even though that's not a thing. And she's got some clean air in front of her as well. And she's got some charge. So let's go catch some people, I feel. As we go through the chicane, I'll definitely use some charge here to catch up to 14th place. So we're coming through the chicane now. And we'll use some charge down this back straight. That's going to help us a lot. Down this back straight to close up to 14th place there, right in front of us. It's now actually 11th place. People made a pit stop. So we're going to be in the points for sure with both these drivers once again. We're up into 3rd with Jensen now. Kubica made a pit stop. Right, okay, interesting. Right, lap 24. Our engine's getting a bit crucial now, so readout's not great. But we are catching up to 3rd place here, so we've still got good pace. Out of the chicane, going to use some charge here. Try and catch up. If we can get this podium, this will be great. Doesn't look like we're going to be fighting for 2nd once again. It will be for 3rd if we can. I don't know, 3rd and 2nd go. Oh no, that's a lap car. I think that's a lap car. Don't know about this. 5th place also catching rapidly. We've got 3rd place. 4th place going slow. Very worn tyres, but we've got to get to the end now. Use charge. Okay, we're going to save the charge up for the last lap of the Grand Prix because we know they're going to use it. We know they're going to use it. We need to go hybrid for that. Oh no. Are we going to make it to the end? Yeah, we are. We should be. L2. Yeah, we should be fine. Boutin, she's in 9th place at the moment. Right, concentrate back on Jensen. He's been overtaken. But we've got the charge. I need to save up the charge. We've got some excess fuel, so let's use it. May as well. 18% on the engine. Come on. I need to get this in the dying seconds, I think. This will be a last gasp overtake if it's going to happen. They're using charge. At the chicane now. Charge. Fully charge it. Come on. Overtake mode. Can we get it? No. And we can't defend. 5th place there for Jensen Button. And it's going to be 9th place there. 9th place. Tricky Grand Prix. And you know what? In hindsight, actually, maybe that perk on the engine would have helped. Only 5th place. I mean, I say only, still good for how crap the car is. And we got the sponsor objective in the end, and it's still a double points finish, so can't complain too much, but I'm thinking in hindsight, if we use that engine perk for Jensen, I think we could have done a lot more there, because we had to go quite conservative for a lot of that last stint. Like, up till then, I was going neutral pretty much on the fuel, so that perk could have come in handy. But to say that, we finished right behind Davidson, and remember, Davidson called my bluff with Boutine and forced us into a two-stop with her. So to say we finished right behind him is pretty good, actually, to keep up with Anthony Davidson in 9th and 8th. That's good, I would say. That's good. Right, so table-wise, Jensen's closed up to 3 points now. So very, very close in the drivers, between our two drivers. We've now slipped down to 3rd place there. We can get that back. But because obviously I think both these drivers finished well in that race. Yeah, they finished 2nd and 3rd, Kubica and Webb. So we need to do better next time to finish ahead of them once again. So the battle's not over for 2nd place in the constructors for sure. Right, got a political vote coming up for now. The GMA new vote started. This is for bonus points. Remove bonus points for the fast lap of the Grand Prix. I am for this. I am for that because we can't get that very often. So I'll go ahead and vote for that. I'm not going to use my 2 voting power. I'll just use 1. But I'm for that. So let's continue on. Skip to the end. Let's see. I would say it would probably be 4-4. Yeah, I think. Yep, there we go. 6-3-1. So we got it. We got it. I probably could have abstained from that. But yeah. So no more points for fast lap. That's good for me because I never usually get that. Right, we're coming up to the next Grand Prix. I've improved the reliability of the best engine we got, so we can finally use that new engine to good effect. Doing the same thing for suspension. A little bit on the iffy side, 69%. I think we could just about maybe get away with using that. Maybe. We'll have to see. But practice, it's going to be all clear, apart from the race. Wow, heavy rain. Okay, then. So in terms of what we're going to go for, I think I'll go for 2 sets of softs. Go for 6 sets of... Yeah, I think about that much. Let's add 1 more set of super soft, shall we? So let's remove 1 set of mediums, add 1 more set there. So we'll go 3, 6, 3. Right, less than a minute left in practice. We've got race level 3 qualifying. We hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll tick over to 1 at least. Super softs we've gone 2. And at the moment, we're only level 1 soft tyres. I don't know if we'll tick over to 2. I'm hoping we can. By the end of this lap, it's going to be very, very close there. We will get qualifying, I think. Yeah, we do have qualifying, and we will get the soft tyre just to the death there. So awesome stuff. So we've got equal levels for those 2 tyres. My reasoning behind that is if it is going to be heavy rain in the race, we may end up finding having super soft trim more useful. If the stints are going to be so short, you may as well go on super soft tyres in the dry stints in between any kind of high heavy rain stints during the race. That's my thinking there. Plus also that will help us then in qualifying, trying to boost our qualifying performance as high as we can if we have better knowledge on the super soft tyres. So that's the thinking there. Don't know if it's going to work out. We'll have to see. I don't know if the game will troll me and it won't rain enough for my plan to work. I hope it does, but we'll see. But it's going to be sunny in qualifying anyway, so there's 2 extra levels, or 1 extra level, I should say, on the super soft tyres should help us. So here we go for super softs qualifying trim. Super softs qualifying trim. Car setup wise, we're pretty damn good. 2 excellents and a great there for Jensen, 97%. So very, very good stuff. And I think 96% with 1 excellent and 2 greats. Yeah. And super soft tyres, obviously. Unlike any other track, Spa, it's a very long lap, so we don't have a lot of time to waste, really. 12-minute session, and the laps are like 140, so I'm going to wait for the first gaggle of cars to go out, and then I'm going to send them straight out, basically. So as soon as I see a bit of a gap, once most of the cars are out, I'm going to send them out. But, you know, it's worth waiting a tiny bit for the track group to just go up a little bit, somewhat. But pretty much as soon as I see the kind of second definitive group go, I'll send them out. I think probably now is a good... Oh, no, a few cars going out now. I'll send them out now after this. Right, well, I want to be at the back of this pack right now. I'll send Jensen out. And I'll send Boutine out now as well. Send out. So we're in a bit of a group of our own here, but I'm going to go manual. Going to go auto for Boutine behind me. I'm going to focus on Jensen here. So go, obviously, full speed as we do, and then cool it down at the end of the lap. Here's hoping Jensen can pull something out of the bag. Go on cooling. I think the tyres are going to go down more than the brakes here. Going to try and just get this as perfect as we can for the tyres. Brakes going to be tricky always to get. Good and overheated only. Perfect. Oh, the computer beat me. What? Wait, hang on. Perfect was at the bottom of the green. And good was at the top of the green. What? Okay, game. Okay. Doesn't make much sense, but okay then. Okay. Jensen only half a hundredth off in the first sector, so that's good signs. Ooh, okay, this is looking very good at the moment. Jensen not too far off the pace in those first two sectors. Cross the line, and it is 6th and 7th. Very equally matched, actually. Very equally matched. I think Jensen probably has some time to find in the bag. Otherwise, I'll be surprised that our 2.5-star driver is matching Jensen, who I believe is, 4 stars, I think he's 4 stars. I want to say he might be 3.5. I don't know. Can't remember. They're going to come back to the pits, and then we're going to wait a little bit. Track grip's going to go up and up and up, and we're going to wait for another clean gap here somewhere. I think there's a gap to be found after this gaggle of cars goes. Let's send Booty out now. Super soft, send out. Right, going to wait a little bit longer, though, for Jensen. Going to really, really wait out for full track grip there for him. But we're going to go... I'm going to let the computer do it again. The computer beat me last time on doing the outlap. Big gap here right now, so... Going to wait even longer. I can probably afford to wait till 10 minutes, so... I'm going to go... now. Right, tyre temps there. Let's go. Right, the computer got perfect and overheated once again, so I'm going to aim for just here on the tyres. That's where it said it was perfect for Boutine last time, so I'll aim for that. So I'll go cool down now. Really let the tyre temps plummet, basically, as we go down here. Pick it up, a little bit less, pick it up. Perfect and overheated. Right, I matched the computer then. Matched the computer. Very, very tricky to get the brakes perfect as well as the tyres, but let's see what this lap time is going to be for Jensen Button. At the moment, Boutine's up in 7th place. I don't think she improved her lap time there. 3:12. I think that was it beforehand, so I don't think she improved. Jensen's improved, but he's going to hit some traffic, unfortunately. We lost about 5/10 there in traffic. I think that's our car, isn't it? I don't know. We hit traffic. God damn it. We didn't improve. We were only 5 thousandths off in the first sector there. Then we hit traffic. We could have been right up there in the top 5. Damn it. Right, 7th and 9th anyway. That's very good. That's very, very solid compared to last race. Puts us in a good place if it's going to be raining heavily at the very start of the Grand Prix. Either way, feeling confident. Right, it is indeed raining at the start of this Grand Prix. So we will be going onto some wet tyres at the start of this Grand Prix. On intermediate it will be. What's the grid going on? Inters, everyone's on inters? Yeah, everyone's on inters. Okay, thank God. There's not going to be any kind of funny business there. So in light of that, I don't know, wait, hang on. It's gonna... Ooh, it's raining quite a lot there. So in light of that, I think I may go for Engine Expert and Race Trim. You know, allows Jensen to push as hard as he can. He has the perk. As a driver, he has the perk of being better in changeable conditions. So I would say that's going to be the way we go for him. And then for Booty, may go light-footed for wets, because if the wet period's going to extend quite a lot in this Grand Prix, I want to have those wet tyres go a long way. So let's go for that. We'll be on inters, but we're going to come in quite quickly for wet tyres. But everyone's going to start on inters, so it's worth us staying on inters as well. Right. Let's go. We go to 5 red lights to the Belgium Grand Prix. 7th and 9th on the grid. 5 red lights are out, and we're underway. It's been a poor start there from Jensen Button. Pretty okay one for his teammate Boutine as we go up the hill towards the fake Rouge and the fake Camel Straight. It looks like the Frenchman, or French woman, is around the outside. So Jensen at the moment struggling a little bit, but let's just hold station. Just going to let go of my mouse and let this run course and see what happens through this Grand Prix. Looks like our drivers are very evenly matched, actually. So maybe a little bit of a bottleneck for our car at the moment. Right, lap 2, sit rep. Jensen 7th, Boutine 6th. Surprising, I'll admit. But I'm now thinking about what we're going to do. None of these guys are coming in. Colin's not coming in. Webb's not going to come in. Is Kubica going to come in? No, but look at how wet the track's getting. I think it may be time for full wets. It definitely is in a few laps' time. I don't know. Do I risk it with Jensen? I think I do. I think I want to try and risk it with Jensen and go for it. I'm going to pit. We'll go for it. Wet tyres. See, it's iffy. It's iffy. It's like on the edge right now. It's on the teetering edge. The drivers aren't complaining about it, so... Alright, I'm not going to be that bold. I'm just going to leave it for now. But that wetness is going to go up, and eventually we are going to have to go on wets. I want to try and maybe go one lap earlier. So this next lap, I may go on to full wets with Jensen. Right, I've pit with Jensen. We're going for it. We're going for the wet tyres very early on. There's a mistake there. Damn it! Mistake on the pit stop. 7.9. Frick's sake, guys. Bloody hell, pit stop. Right. It's soaking out on track. It's actually looking lighter for some reason, but we're on full wets. And this is the way to go. Right, Boutine's in second. People are pitting. What? Super... You can't be serious. Gotta be having a laugh. What the hell? Okay, I'm very confused right now. I'm very confused. Boutine's on in... It's soaking. Boutine's on inters. Jensen's on softs. We've got people on dries. What is going on right now in this Grand Prix? What is going on? I'm not too sure. These tyres are overheating a little bit. I don't know what's going on right now. I do not know what's going on. It's absolutely soaking out on track. Jensen just passed with ease. Okay, there's some very odd things going on in this Grand Prix. Not going to lie. Not going to lie one bit. Right, it's a 1-2 right now. And at the moment, we are the only people on wet tyres. I am confused. I have a feeling maybe the game has gone wrong a little bit here. I'm not complaining, but it's a very odd situation to be. Actually, no, we still got some people on inters, actually, to be fair to them. We still got some people on inters, but I am so... Excuse the commentary right now. It's very appalling because I'm just so confused. I can't actually process my thoughts at the moment. Boutine's first on inters. It's soaked. Jensen's behind, catching 9.6. I don't know what to believe right now. Right, Jensen has to pit because now it's getting back towards inters for like 3 laps, and then we'll be back to dry tyres. So unfortunately for Jensen, even though he was faster than Boutine, it's Boutine that's staying out in first place on the same inters she was on at the very start of this Grand Prix. So yeah, we mucked up a little bit actually in hindsight on Jensen's strategy, but now he's got a lot of tyre wear to just push, whereas Boutine has to be a bit careful of her tyres. But yeah, very odd place to be right now in this Grand Prix. So Boutine's still in first place by quite some way. We're very, very protective here because I'm trying to save as much fuel as I can, so I don't have to fill up as much fuel on the next pit stop for dry tyres, which will be very, very soon. I think probably in the next lap. One more lap after this. So this is the lap now to attack. I'm going to keep it on low fuel though. We're in hybrid mode. I'm trying to save as much fuel as we can, just so I don't have to make a big pit stop there, and I can just save as much time as I can there. Right, Jensen's going to continue on for one more lap now. He's going to push in on this lap. Bit of charge there. No mistakes on the pit stop for Boutine. So she's good. She's out in second place. Neutral on the tyres, I want to say. Or pushing on the tyres, actually, because I don't think tyre temps will go up too much. Going to go for the fast pit stop for Jensen. Boutine's going to definitely pass him because she's right there in the background there. So at the moment, that wet tyre change at the very start of the Grand Prix was very, very crucial for Jensen. I did screw him over, really. I didn't see in hindsight that the inters, basically this little tuft of those 2 little tufts where it was high water, where it was enough for full wets, it wasn't enough to offset the inter pace. So Boutine was okay to still be on inters there, basically.
2,000 years later.
This has been a very, very odd Grand Prix. But I can't believe I'm quite saying it. Jensen Button is going to come through to win the Belgian Grand Prix. Pops in the fastest third sector there. And Boutine's going to come home second. It's going to be a 1-2 for aarava Motorsport in a very, very odd Grand Prix. Very, very odd Grand Prix. But we've come through. We controlled it. We even made an extra pit stop just to make sure we had good tyre wear at the end on the super soft tyres. Control that race from the position we were in, and that's the most important thing. We didn't chuck away what was handed to us there. And sometimes in motorsport, you just get handed things like that. You get some rub of the green, get some luck there. We are winners for the first time in WEC, and Jensen Button is back on the top step of the podium. Hasn't been there for a while in his F1 career. Awesome stuff, Jensen. First place, aarava Motorsport 1-2. Get in there. Smash the like button, guys. 1-2 for aarava Motorsport for the first time in our team's history. That is a very, very odd Grand Prix, but there you go. 1-2. And we've got a lot of weird warning. Drive-through penalties. We've got demotions. Drive-through. That was a very, very weird Grand Prix for many, many reasons. But there we go. First place trophy. JB on the top step. Utin in second. Awesome stuff. We're now 4th and 5th in the Drivers' Championship. Jensen moves up the order into 4th place, just behind Janny there. And in the Constructors, we're back into 2nd place of this Constructors' Championship. Obviously, as I said, we're probably not going to catch Porsche, but we're trying to solidify 2nd, and that goes a long way to do that. Absolutely awesome. So, guys, that's going to round off this episode. We've only got 3 rounds left, so I might make the next episode a triple header race and finish off the season in one go in one episode next time out. So, I'm going to make a deal with you guys. Smash the like button. If we can get over 1,000 likes on this episode, guys, I will make next episode a triple header race episode, and we'll finish off this entire season next episode and move it swiftly on to the 2nd season, which will be probably a lot more exciting because it'll be our first full season then of development from the ground up. You know, we'll do the pre-season where we have to choose the engine and everything like that for our brand new car. So smash the like button and we'll make it a triple rounder next time out, because I don't see much point doing 2 episodes then 1 for 1 race. That'll be a bit of a kind of, you know, basically non-episode really. So so smash the like button and we'll do 3 races next time out. We'll do the Black Sea, Dubai, then Doha to finish things off. But that's been this one. Absolutely great. 1-2. Couldn't be any happier with that. Guys, hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you did enjoy the rest of your day, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope you enjoyed the rest of your day. I've been over, and I will see you guys next time.